Well, hello, good people, Eagle fans and Commanders fans, and even 40 Winer fans. Bang, bang, Niner gang, guys. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Good Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know, I have to say that this has to be the quietest after minicamp to training camps ever. I mean, we have a couple of holdouts. I mean, you've got Terry McLaurin, who's holding out, and of course Trey Henderson. But there's no major headline ones. See, Micah Parsons nipped it in the bud by saying that, hey, I got my place to my family in Oxnard. I'll be there, and so on, because he knows he's going to get paid. And it's not the media driver that CeeDee Lamb holding out, because CeeDee Lamb didn't show up for OTAs, and he didn't show up for minicamp, and so on. And so it was the conversation of the Cowboys going to trade him. Will you have to pay him the fifth-year option? What's going to happen with that? You had those as the driver of the news during the lull time. That's been cut off. And it feels like we're in a vacuum where there's nothingness. And players, seemingly for the most part, there aren't any crazy incidents out there, which I'm glad I'm glad that there aren't any crazy incidents. I like race that was racing in Dallas and wrecked the car and all that stuff and walked away. There haven't many of those newspapers. It seems like everybody is focused, and with our players, I think we've had an outstanding offseason. I'm just remembering how it was last year. Last year it was like, Mike McCarthy is the last chance. Jerry Jones said we're going all in and we haven't done jack. And then he's talking about we're going to do more with less and all the other bull crap that you usually get. There's none of that right now. I guess this is what it feels like to be a regular football team, that there's not major news going on. And as a Cowboy, YouTuber, we don't know how to act. We're usually cutting on the Cowboys, and Catboy is not paying people and everything else. So, per Jeremy Fowler broke this one. Boy, it's like, wow. I don't know how he came up with that one. Cowboys never sign anybody during this time. They don't. This is like vacation time. This is the calm before the storm. And they figure, well, heck, we're only 2 weeks away. Micah Parsons can wait till we get to training camp. We'll be all in there in Oxnard while the players are practicing. We can talk to the agent then, and, we can work something out and get this thing done, and we'll pay top dollar because, we're the Dallas Cowboys. So, yeah. And let's hope that this continues for the next 2 weeks, because 2 weeks from tomorrow, the players' charter lands in Oxnard, and that's a good thing. As you can see, I'm yawning like crazy. I am tired. Oh my God. I had 13,000 steps yesterday, which is way more than I've had in a long, long time. And today, because today I was saying to my wife that as tired as I am, that my body feels better because of the work I've been doing. And when I got into the depression from losing my father-in-law and then my dad, I didn't want to do anything. And my health went to shit. My blood pressure was through the roof. My weight was way out there. I had no energy. I had doctor put me on blood pressure meds, and I hate taking meds of any kind, and they made me feel loopy. And so I'm trying to work all that out of my system and get myself in a better place, because I only got this one body, and I'm getting old. When you start getting older, you can't take your health for granted. It seems like on a daily basis I hear about somebody who's sick or somebody passed and so on. And almost 60, you have to start expecting it. So, got to do what I can. Anyway, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to try and get a good night's sleep. Get up in the morning, and at 5 o'clock tomorrow, we'll have our members call-in show and catch up with all of the nothingness that is the Dallas Cowboys. Remember, good people, tell the people you love how much you love them. You might not get the chance again, and I love you guys. Whew. I think I'm too tired to get up out of this chair. Oh. Whew. Have a good night, people. Peace.